Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to our Rogue Trader playthrough where, well, if you remember from last time, I was having a few issues leaving the palace to try and deal with Jay's issue, and basically, apparently, it didn't make it clear. I needed to have a chat with her so she could tell me off for not sorting out her seals yet, and then it would let me leave. We are going to do that, but as we're here, first of all, we are going to do something which will take a bit longer than that, I believe. I could be wrong, because I've never done the other one. We're going to deal with the navigators of House Orsellio. So there you go, let's organise to meet them. Allow me to report. The esteemed navigators of House Orsellio have taken residence. Okay. How would you like to receive them? Make arrangements for a reception worthy of refined tastes of a Navis nobilis. Understood, your ladyship. Would you like me to hold the meeting shortly? Yes. So here we go. Obviously, Cassia needs to be here. Yeah, let's leave it like that. So here they come, the navigators of House Orsellio. Orsello, however I say it. Regent Aronto Orsellio, esteemed delegation, the rogue trader of the Von Valencia's protectorate, welcome you. Okay. And in we go. The esteemed representatives of the Navis Nobilite have arrived at the Rogue Trader's Court. The Regent of the Great House Orsellio, Aronto Orsellio. His companions, Lady Glyceria Orsellio, Navigator Lesos Sinon Orsellio, and his intended bride, Lady Navigator Alexandra Orsellio, and some other people called Orsellio. I'm not going to point out that they appeared to be intermingling a bit much there, because marrying two people with the same last name. A tall, wizened man approaches and stares at you with milky, unblinking eyes. Loose skin sways with every move, as if the navigator's flesh has detached from his bones. Lovely. Oh, an unsightly hole where his nose should be. Oh, lovely. They do get more mutations as they get older. On behalf of House Orsellio, we would like to express our immense satisfaction at this meeting, and our gratitude for the warm welcome. It pleases us to know that there are still ladies in the Koronus Expanse who observe the etiquette and traditions of hospitality. And yet this is not why we are here. Our Grace is obliged to note how much the rogue trader has done for her house. It was done for House Orsellio by protecting its beloved child. We waited for many turns to behold her radiant visage. Come now, child. There is much we need to discuss. Aye. As long as she remains under my protection. She steps forward and looks towards me, so she wants me to talk. I will speak on her behalf. The regent passively scratches a scant beard with webbed fingers. I suppose we can tolerate that. After all, it was you who rescued the child. If so, tell me, what exactly happened on Urak 5? The renegades among your people seized control of the station and tried to kill her. They didn't get away with it. In that case, House Orsellio is deeply indebted to the rogue trader, and we are willing to reciprocate such a magnanimous gesture. We trust the treaty of friendship and alliance underpinned by the transfer of several... we trust that a treaty of friendship... Identified by several artifacts of exceeding rarity will suffice. Now come, child. It is time we depart for our new home, so we may finish what we started. Cassia, I would be honoured if you decided to stay. Regent, so unthinkable. Oh, what's going on? Did somebody just try and attack us? Don't just stand there. Help the rogue trader defend the child and the palace.
The Emperor is with us! Yeah!
Repel the attack. The meeting turned out to be a trap. Okay. You can go right forward there. Oh wow, we've already got dead people everywhere again. God damn it, my throne room keeps getting covered in dead people, guys. There we go. So that Lady Navigator is probably the...
Just a minor setback.
Elena is probably the most worrying thing with her psychic abilities, and she is obviously the leader of this attack from the looks of it. Let us study enemies. There we go.
At your beck and call.
That'll do. And let's have a wall of rockery to reduce damage we take. Come on, what are you going to do? He's just sitting there thinking about it while stood outside of a square. Come on!
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Oh, I can't get her in as well, though. She probably has some immunity. That'll do. Not that we're gonna do a huge amount, but we have a chance to, like, stun and things, I believe. Really need to level her up and buff all of her things. Rex, get your butt in.
Not sanctioned to do this. Everyone, step aside. I won't object to it. Holy terror, smite your enemies.
Good. Anybody need healing? No, we're good.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous
Lined up
fury.
nicely for us there, guys.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Oh, wow. 2 ticks at the same time.
I am his will made manifest.
I
As the
like free
Emperor
attacks.
commands, I will not. You, my Emperor. Eradicated.
Holy
Faith
bolty
without
fire
deeds
will
is
cleanse
why I was
these
chosen.
enemies.
I'll do it. For you, my Emperor! That is not the Emperor's will.
Wow. Cool. Yeah. That is definitely the best class to go. Argenta basically just ripped half of it. I really do wish I'd gone that class. So if I could change it. If I
My
could go
ears
back
are
and do
ringing.
it, I would go sharpshooter. Or soldier equivalent, basically. Oh damn, I
I've
hit
seen worse
space.
battles than this in my time. Someone else can do this.
What does unyielding beacon actually do? No, it doesn't want to tell me. I assume it's good.
Death to the heretic!
Emperor, give me strength. Me?
Never taught me
This,
to
Lord
fight like
Captain.
this.
I'll paint your death
Abelard.
in colours.
Go!
Indeed. Reduced to dust.
There we go. Is that not all of them down? Oh, we've still got somebody there. Oh no, we're gonna accidentally hit Henrix, who's been spying on me.
To not be intentional.
Yes, it completely wasn't intentional. Honest gov. Mercy! The Lady Navigator covers her face with her disfigured scaly hands. Oh. Rogue traitor, whether on purpose or out of ignorance, you are harbouring a monster that is cunning and pretending to be an innocent maid. Spare me, and I, Elenia Hatia Ocello, will swear to tell you the whole truth and the madness that is devouring House Orsellio like a malignant tumour. Do not let the regent deceive you with his honeyed lies. Trial. Thank you for your leniency, rogue trader. Meh. I, Elenia Hatiria of House Orsellio, swear to tell the rogue trader nothing but the truth. May the God Emperor be my witness. Pathetic. Silence! With due respect, House Orsellio has hardly covered itself in glory thus far today. Its representatives answered before the rogue trader. Regent Ars Aranto, representative of your house, made an attempt on Lady Cassia's life and attacked the rogue trader. Rogue trader, House Orsellio humbly asks your leniency and forgiveness. We could not even imagine these vile rats could be scurrying among our ranks. As for them, sneaking into a rogue trader's palace and staging an unthinkable crime, God Emperor be my witness. The accursed renegades spark a feud between our houses. Come now, you have proved your innocence. We are ready to tell you everything. Tell me more about renegades. They are madmen who seek to destroy the centuries-old traditions of our great house. So carefully nurtured by the previous Novatar. So a Novatar is the head of the house. Trysophone. They deem the century of her rule a tyranny, and our most sacred relic a curse that must be destroyed. Fools! If the Atlas were destroyed, the whole of House Orsellio would follow it into oblivion. And why do they seek to destroy the relic? They dread her power, for only a Novatar can fully grasp the mysteries and harness the power of the Starway Atlas. What renegades call a leash, we call a guiding star. Why kill Cassia? Everyone in the house knows the child is the keeper of the one true Starway Atlas, which once belonged to our great Novatar Trysophone. The ungrateful wretches secretly hated her grace, and when Trysophone abdicated her responsibilities and set off for parts unknown, they staged a revolt to destroy her successor. Does Cassia carry us? We believe it with all our hearts. The Novatar spent many cycles on the world where the child was born. It is said that everyone who witnessed the miracle of her birth simultaneously departed for a destination only known to the Novatar. Okay. Trysophone gave the order and followed them soon after, leaving her precious gift, the Atlas, to Cassia. So everybody who saw her birth was removed. That doesn't sound dodge at all. What do you know about the unbridled power? A special gift for a special child. She was born with it and grew up under its influence. The instability sometimes hampered her education, but we learned to prevent most outbursts. As long as the child remains calm and remains in seclusion, the powers cannot take hold of her mind. I think I've heard enough. What does Elena have to say? I do not know what you wish to learn, but I will start from the very beginning. A long time ago, Trysophone ascended to the throne of Orsellio. She was a daring navigator who brought part of the house to the Expanse, hoping to strengthen our position in the Imperium. The house prospered, but Trysophone was never satisfied. She went mad in her pursuit of power, seeking more influence, more control, and she saw enemies everywhere, even among her loyal followers. Paranoia was slowly driving Trysophone insane, and one day she created the Starway Atlas, a relic that is implanted in our bodies at birth, a noose around our necks. The gift, and our gift and our damnation. Trysophone used the Atlas to control us and subdue us, and would mould our thoughts. If anyone put a toe out of line, she killed them at a glance. At first, many branches of the house tried to resist her tyranny, but Trysophone cut them down with extreme brutality. For example, the entire Sethala branch was destroyed simply because its leaders asked too many questions about the Atlas and wanted to know more about the true creation. Now, what else is she guilty of? The madness weakened the dynasty, and not long ago the Novatar vanished. Indeed, her loyal followers lie when they say she chose to retire. The truth is that nobody knows the truth. I hope she's rotting away on one of her secret roads. I understand Trysophone's, but what does this to do with Cassia? Trysophone passed the Atlas on to her successor before fleeing. To a newborn child. We could not surrender the throne to the tyrant's creature. Trysophone was cunning and treacherous. She must have hatched the entire plan beforehand. Her disappearance, the child, the transfer of the leash. We feared that one day she would be reborn in Cassia's body. So, yeah. You called Cassia a monster? Largely yes. But there is more. Have you never felt pure, unadulterated disgust while close to her? Or perhaps fury or fear? Who but a monster would manipulate the minds and feelings of others, but she does it by mistake? Why attack now? Trysophone always had plenty of opponents, but we were afraid to trust one another. Any of us could be spying on our fellows. We saved our strength and dealt the first blow 5 years after the heir was born, striking one of the estates on Ir Vitri. But the girl survived, and Regent Aranto hid her. Yeah, so she's been chasing people. Ugh. She's been trying to kill a kid, basically, because she thinks they might become evil. Rogue Trader now knows about the Regent's atrocities and the girl's corruption. Lady Cassia, you too are an injured party in this. What would you do in my place? If I may speak, so many dirty colours have poured in from the mouths of those present. I feel covered in filth from head to toe. I, as the future Novatar, I want to bleach them, purify them, and let them go. Heed me. I am the one to blame for what happened today, and I accept full responsibility for the actions of my house. Cassia speaks bravely and openly, though her hands are shaking a little. Vile wretch! Who do you think you are? You will now start killing those who have displeased you as Trysophone did before? The fury on Elena's face gives away to desperation once she realised what she just said. Hear us, child. This burden is too heavy for you to shoulder alone. You are not ready. I implore you to settle this conflict. I offer the rogue trader a 100-year contract with House Orsellio, committing us to charting the shortest and safest routes for Von Valencia's protectorate within the Koronus Expanse. I will also remain on board the rogue trader's vessel and assist her until she decides otherwise, or the duty of the house summons me to the Novitar speak. And what are you going to do to Lady Alina? The esteemed regent will put Alina and her people in one of our family jails. She is a House Orsellio navigator after all. There is no need for our precious blood to be spilled. She stares at Cassia incredulously with bulging eyes, but remains silent, her hand restlessly caressing a spot where the atlas is embedded. I accept your offer. Thank you, rogue trader. The regent remains silent for a long while. So be it. We failed to notice our child had grown up to become strong. You may stay with the rogue trader until the house summons you. Her influence is anomalous, but it has served to bring out the blessed Trisophone's most present talent, a talent for leadership. Now I wonder if I was Imperialis, if she'd executed, or if I was heretical, she'd have just gone a bit nutty here. Rogue trader, we are bound by the terms of the contract. Your representatives may contact House Orsellio at any time, and we will respond. And one more thing. Protect the child like the apple of your eye. Remember that you have a future Novitar of a Navis Nobilite house on board your vessel. Okay. So that was an interesting one. And that's what's going on with her. I dare say the Starway Atlas is going to come up again. And now... Oh, we've leveled up. Yeah, let's go awareness again. Ooh, I like that. That means if I move around... extra damage on some of my abilities. That's straight up an easy one. And let's get her leveled up. Fine. Holy crap. I'm going to do her offline, guys, because that's a lot of stuff to level up. But yeah, so basically before I could leave, I just needed to have a chat with... Originally, I just needed to have a chat with Jay. Wish it had made it a bit more obvious. So she could tell me off. And once we've done that, we are well into beginning chapter 3. So, troubling developments. Wait for news from spies. And following breadcrumbs to reach the Atlas system. Turn to the ship, and I'm inevitably going to have a cutscene now, aren't I? Apparently, at some point soon, we should get... Should, being the operative word. Newbie. Oh, I want to have a quick look at the star map, see if it's changed. Please tell me this is going to be like an entire opening up, because I suspect, yeah, it's a lot of extra stuff here. I suspect so the foundling worlds and things the cauldron. You know, a lot of this is going to open up as time goes on, and expansions and DLCs and stuff as well, I suspect. But yeah, anyway, let's go sort out this now that we've tied up all of our loose ends. Or we are finishing up tying up our loose ends. We did fail one mission, guys, which annoys me. I'm going to do an offline tidying up of all of my characters' levels and stuff as well, because we've got a lot to do. Not going to do the leveling up just now, because I doubt I'm going to get attacked in the Ministorum. Not Ministorum. Yeah. Here, your paper is complete with seals. Oh, yes, indeed. It is perfect. The seals are authentic, so we may continue with the certification procedure. Please follow me. How many hours do you reckon this is going to take? Okay. Is this the queue? Not too many petitioners today. Oh God. I mean, this is my world. There's no way I should have to queue, right? Right? This is your queue, and this is your ticket number. The older woman's ocular lens hum as she zooms in her hand. 394. When it's your turn to be seen, the ranking prefect will review your documentation again and sign the official certification for Jay Hidari to possess Mercatum Tabula Officiale. You will have to wait a bit, but it's worth it in the end of my eyes. Is this some kind of joke? Hardly. In accordance with Decree DA58, Clause 201, citizens of the capital world on the Von Valencius Protectorate must submit their petitions to one of the assigned windows of the waiting hall. The decree makes no mention of the rogue trader being exempt. If I must queue, I bid you good day. May the law and the Emperor keep you. Yay!
Tread carefully, rogue trader.
Okay. Are we actually done, or do I have to wait, literally wait for a number to be called? Yeah, no, I literally have to stand in a queue until my name is called, apparently. I'm sure there must be some way of getting around this.
I follow my own path.
Hey, at least we found some goods. Take your place in the queue. There we go. So there is something I can click. Make me wander around first. The queue hums with thousands of voices. Somebody has rolled out bedding and is settling down to sleep. Someone is playing some bizarre musical instrument. Many are praying. You have to admit, the magnificent administrative machinery of the Imperium isn't without its rough edges. But what a thrilling adventure it is turning out to be, Shireen. I've never seen anything like it before. And sometimes it's too good. It's good to take a break from constantly traveling. Count the people. Constantly moving, going. Scratch the back of my neck. Wait patiently. I could be. Oop. I definitely didn't just knock my headphones off my head, guys, so I can't hear anything at the moment. In the last 8 hours, the only thing that changed in the waiting hall was the warden shift. Number 285, proceed to an available window. Throne, take me. That torturous trial. What torturous trial have we let ourselves in for? Jay almost wails in despair. So much precious time lost. And we've only moved 3 paces ahead. You got a better idea? You wound me, Shireen. Jay Hadari always has a better idea. What would you say making the good folk ahead of us? Hurry up. Just a smidge. The simplest way to make the lowly subjects bow before the blinding presence of our title is... title? The second option requires a little more patience. And I already found our first compassionate citizen who is standing 50 paces ahead of us in the queue. Simply offer the right words to unlock his heart, and he will gladly swap paces. Open fire. We shall solve the problems of the common people. A wise decision. Oh God. Oh God. What have I let myself in for? Oh, exalted one. Could today be your lucky day? No longer will I have to stand in this hall, waiting day and night for my turn to come. For this is the house of Lady of House von Valentius, and is a benefactor of the downtrodden, and she has solved my problem. Oh God. Esteemed lady, take pity on this poor youth as well. I will give you everything I have. I swear before the Emperor. Only help me solve my problem. We don't need everything. Just your place in the queue. Listen to the young man. My lady, I have been in this queue for 24 moons already. Oh my God. Trying to get permission to slip to wed my fiancée Zazie. Unfortunately, the servants of Amir started to give it without a signature of a highborn sponsor. Out of the way! Esteemed lady, my 8th offspring has lost his mind. He decided to renounce his family's noble title and his talent as a healer. All for the sake of some tattered waif from the middle levels. A union with a connoisseur will put an end to his studies. Should darkness put the official Medicaid deprived? Okay. Zazie is a healer too. She helps the people of the Hive a great deal more than any lily-white surgeon with a diploma. I do not want to live a life of idleness in the spires of darkness like you. I make her fiancé, because then they can still choose to do it. That means our marriage will finally be certified, and Zazie will be able to become a surgeon now too. I don't know how to thank you, my lady. Here, please take my place. I will return later, this time with my fiancé. There we go. That's quite nice. We got to be good. You have an interesting way of doing business, Shireen. I'll keep that in mind. I made everybody happy. Old decrepit man. Death for life. You are here to request mortification? So that your organs may go to your granddaughter as inheritance? She will hardly want your worn-out body parts, old-timer. Servitor. Disposal. Only now you notice the tattoo on the man's hand, the symbol of the Adeptus Administratum, and several interlocking chains. It seems the fellow is the property of a prefect of this palace. The granddaughter of this poor wretch was turned into a servitor 16 Darganus years ago, and in a recent accident she was listed for disposal. And now this old man is volunteering the spare parts for a soulless tin can. May the Exalted One keep me from such a fate. Oof, that's horrible. Oh, this is a horrible one. Release. I'll have my people buy your granddaughter's release. And yeah. May the Emperor keep you. Could have made him a servitor forever and ever and ever as well. Yeah. Interesting. So that's how a rule of worlds and stars and skies acts when she finds an unfortunate edge to her magnificent orbit. Strange petitioner. I heard you were helping those in need. Well, my family is devastated. My life's work, my shop selling wear hats burnt to ashes. I am living out my last years as a widow, alone, in a cold, deserted manor, without servants, diversions or delicacies befitting my status. Perhaps I can rebuild this shop of yours? Why, that's a wonderful idea. Please take my place. That was an easy one. I'm stupendously rich. Give him a shop. Well, that was amusing. I paid off the last few onlookers who were willing to give that a place. It's a pity they aren't all so amenable. Specs for tickets she now holds and nods with satisfaction. We move forward considerably in the queue, Shireen. But you aren't ready to stop there, are you? I'll be honest, Shireen. I've already tried to convince Hendrix to use his interrogator's rosette. With sweet words and pretty songs I controlled and wheedled, but he remains unmoved. Like a rook. The people will be amazed. Wait patiently. Another 8 planetary hours later go by and the queue has hardly moved. The adept next to the window was dealing with a repelling machine spirits in his cogitator. So petitioners from the queue were diverted to the middle of yours. Oh yay. Shireen, you're a saint. Have I told you that before? Yeah. Use your tricks. I prefer to call it my wisdom. But I don't care precisely how wording just now. Address the tender-hearted man. May the Emperor illuminate your paths, brother. I am Jay, and this is Jet. We've been in the queue for a long time already. We're practically family now. Why don't you tell us what brought you to the palace? Yes. Light of the thrones, bless you. My name is Menace de Pure. I have been here a month already. I tried everything I can to get through to that window. Nothing working. My poor Elena. She's my daughter, my flesh and blood. They detained her on Verbal 6. Changed her, can you believe it? Or charged her, can you believe it? The charges were false. That's how our stratum operates. I've said too much. I do apologise. My nerves. My nerves. I just keep thinking about her there on Verbos, shackled down in the mines. My poor, poor Elena. A delicate flower she is. She's got weak lungs, you understand. Always coughing. And now down the mines. All that dust and muck. She won't cope with it. She won't. She was acquitted 2 years ago, but the papers... But to get the papers certified and the seal, so much time has passed. And now here I am, waiting. Doesn't matter. At the queue, read the queue's moving. It'll be another 10 cycles. What was she accused of? Falsely accused. Falsely accused. She was slandered. They said she deliberately poisoned a whole room of high folk with cakes. Have you ever heard the like? These nobles didn't even make it as far as the privy. Panic. Outrage. Scandal. And so what? It was their own fault. A crate of fine Calaxian wine was found. Ha! The smugglers were found too. And what did the smugglers do? They framed someone else. Of course, blame the smugglers. Yeah, but, well, for time, I've been... Oh, yes, of course, I feel a bit mean there. Not as smoothly done as it could have been, but you've certainly got a style of your own, Shireen. I kind of wish I could have done more. Oh, did we manage it? So there, if they're on the boss, they're probably dead. Whatever you're thinking of, do it. You do not need to ask me twice, Shireen. All is fair in love and bureaucracy. Oh god, what's she gonna do? I don't want to know. No, did you hear that? The certification officers will only see petitions who've signed numbered ticket. Thanks be to the Exalted One, I managed to get one in the next queue over. No one told me about any tickets. Oh god. These ashmarks want to be tricked. I won't stop them. We've moved forward considerably in the queue, but you aren't there yet. You're it to serve as a distraction. Elatak, I will do this, but only because you helped me leave Janus. If any of the Monkey's try to touch me, I will end them. Oh my god. Is she dancing? God lord, look at this freak. I heard Xenos these Xenos are rare. Oh, stop staring at me with your dull eyes, monkey. Monkey. Come on, sure, but such humiliation for a trad of Saurian, to be nothing but a beast. Look at it this way, my pointer-eared, elegant Xeno friend. You have gained more intimate knowledge of the Imperium's culture. A hum of activity in the group petition exchanged glances at their paperwork. Well, that went faster than I expected. We had a little bit of a wait, of course. But at times it was actually fun. One last seal, one more certification, and you will be looking at the official trade representative, Jay Herdari. What are you waiting for, Shireen? Let's go. Finally. The certificate leans over the document, his smoothly shaven head gleaming, his augmented ocular eyes whir, the lenses zoom in and out. With quiet scratching sounds, the conjugator quills that serve in place of the officer's fingers make notes on a fine sheet of paper. The document is hereby certified. Return to the Master of Seals in order to proceed. May his light and wisdom guide you. Next! Oh wow, that was painful. Let's save. I feel a bit bad about the man, but it was one which had no good answers. Here are all the seals. Wonderful. The Emperor blessed you with patience greater than the portion to ordinary mortals. Allow me to verify the authenticity of your document for the final time. Yes, yes, confirmed. Everything is order, and this one... Ah, the seal is smudged slightly. Void scorpions, scratch out my eyes. Now what? I suppose I can overlook it, given that the rest has been certified correctly and properly. Congratulations, Jehadari. You are now a holder of the Mercatum Tabula Officiali. Do not forget to repeat certification every 100 Terran cycle. What? Uphold the law of the Imperium and proudly and honorably do business. Okay. And one more thing. Lost certificate is grievous transgression, Mr. Sadari. Lose the original document and you will be unable to regain your status. Yes, yes, esteemed Amar. Give me the certificate already. Come on. Praise the exalted one. And one saw me through all these trials, Shireen. This is something to tell the grandchildren about. How a humble mortal became the trade representative of the Imperium. Let's not bother Damar any longer, Shireen. Why don't we discuss our next steps on the ship? Oh my god. So we need to talk to Jay on the ship. And that, guys, is where we're gonna leave it. Oh my. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed this excruciating event in Administratum culture. And pop a comment down below. Yeah, other than that, guys, as always, please like and subscribe. And an extra special thank you to our channel members who can definitely skip the queue. Monsters Bound, Philip F, Nose, Andrew T, Prataru, Brandon, Space Ace 475, Oding Monster, Jason Air, Egg, and Jared Horn. And thank you everyone for watching. Cheers all.